Thank you LD Shop for sponsoring this video. Don't you know the meta is changing once again? Version 2.4 just raised the bar and now another meta is already forming and it's pushing old staples out. What's wild and maybe even sad is that Shorekeeper, yes, Shorekeeper is starting to lose her spot in the Jinhsi meta because here comes PHROLOVA, a hybrid DPS who's somehow both the main act and the backstage crew, combining hyper carry energy with sub DPS precision in a single ruthless performance. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? So, yesterday I told everyone that Jinhsi, PHROLOVA, and Cantarella slaps, but today I wanted to prove it some more, so I did something insane. I threw this unfinished comp into the Tower of Adversity, the middle tower, top floor. And let me tell you something, they didn't just slap, they demolished the TOA. This used to be the domain of the Shorekeeper. Jinhsi, Cantarella, and Shorekeeper, the Golden Trinity. A little clunky? Sure. Effective? Absolutely. But now PHROLOVA is cooking, and Shorekeeper is being turned into stew by Kuro because PHROLOVA doesn't care about being a buffer. She just wants to deal damage, and boy does she deliver. My PHROLOVA's at level 80 now, not even maxed, still in development, but already running with 100% crit rate and 260% crit damage. She's got the 44111 Dream of the Lost with 3-piece passive effect and Nightmare Hecate as her main echo, and yet she benched Shorekeeper without breaking a sweat. And get this, despite Shorekeeper's crit buffs missing, PHROLOVA, Jinhsi, and Cantarella played together so smoothly, so flawlessly that I forgot Shorekeeper's crit buffs used to matter. I'm talking 15 to 30 seconds to spare, same floor, same setup. The only change? Shorekeeper's out, PHROLOVA is in. It sounds like blasphemy, but it's true. Jinhsi's total damage dropped, but overall clear time improved because PHROLOVA's coordinated damage is constant, fast, and everywhere. She isn't just tagging in, she's steamrolling the entire battlefield. All this without being fully built. Imagine what happens when she is. That's when it hit me. This team isn't just functional, it's aggressive. It's meta breaking. It's a signal that the Shorekeeper era is indeed ending. PHROLOVA doesn't just keep up, she outpaces. Kuro has been slowly preparing us for life after Shorekeeper. And for free-to-play and low-spending players like me, the ones who scrape together enough resources to secure just one copy of a Resonator, that shift is becoming clearer with every update. The latest wave of Resonators Kuro cooked up didn't just shake the meta, they're practically sidelining the Shorekeeper. Cartithia teams now prefer Aero Rover. Lupa runs just fine with Brant. No Shorekeeper in sight. And now, PHROLOVA is vibing perfectly with Roccia and Cantarella, benching Shorekeeper without hesitation. Even Gian might drop her crit dependency once Yuno arrives. This is not drama. This is not slander, it's just the truth. As much as we appreciate Shorekeeper and all she brought to the early meta, she's starting to feel more like a relic of the past. With each new unit released, she's becoming more niche, and slowly, unmistakably, she's being pushed out of the meta. And speaking of meta, LD Shop just redefined it. Like while Jinhsi and PHROLOVA are breaking the meta inside the Tower of Adversity, LD Shop is breaking it outside by giving us a smarter, smoother, and way more affordable way to top up. I was literally in the middle of a run. PHROLOVA was popping off and mid-rotation I thought, hey, might as well top up real quick. That's how easy LD Shop makes it. You just hit the link in this video's description or the pinned comment, register, and boom, up to 27% off. No drama, just fast, clean, secure, and safe top-ups. They've partnered with Razer Gold, so yeah, totally trust it. I've been using it for a while now and it honestly makes every top-up feel like a meta pick. It's a difference maker that adds extra value to each and every top-up. I personally couldn't have brought home PHROLOVA without LD Shop. I lost 50-50 to Ling Yang, and I went to LD Shop to save on my top-up, and next thing you know, I got PHROLOVA and her weapon in less than 30 minutes. So yeah, if you need extra Lunites, why don't you hit the link in the description to save now with additional 15% off as part of my viewer perks. LD Shop, your kind of top-up shop. One of the key things PHROLOVA brings to the table is not just massive damage, it's flow. The combat is smoother. Cantarella doesn't feel clunky anymore. Her concerto regen is faster. The Havoc resonance gets fed easier. And Jinhsi, despite technically losing out on buff support, becomes more consistent in uptime. I dare say this team might just be better than my Carlotta comp. And that's not something I ever thought I'd admit. Carlotta's team has always been reliable, precise, and tuned for high efficiency clears. But this Jinhsi, PHROLOVA, Cantarella trio, it's operating on another wavelength entirely. The synergy is sharper, the pacing is cleaner, and the output, it's just ridiculous. Carlotta may win in terms of raw control and structure, but this team feels like what happens when chaos and coordination fall perfectly into sync. It's not just efficient, it's explosive, adaptable, and genuinely more fun. There, I said it, and I stand by it. The pacing? Beautiful. The damage? Explosive. The energy, or the synergy? Surprisingly elegant. We've hit an age where support DPS like PHROLOVA are pushing 1 million damage per rotation. And with her dealing that kind of damage while still playing the sub DPS role, the whole definition of team roles gets thrown out the window. And if you are wondering, what if I don't have her best in slot weapon? Well, I gotcha. Because I tested her out with Augment and the result still gives a better clear time than Shorekeeper. She's still melting content, is still outraising my Shorekeeper runs, and still feeling like I'm cheating. So yeah, if you're looking for a Jinhsi comp, it's time to consider that maybe, just maybe, Jinhsi isn't the carry anymore. Maybe PHROLOVA is. She just pretends not to be. I'll drop another video soon where we directly compare her best in slot versus Augment and versus Shorekeeper. But until then, run her, test her, see it for yourself. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and hit that notification bell to subscribe so you won't miss future updates. Remember, the Sentinels are always watching and your support will be rewarded. Thank you so much for watching this video. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.